Hey there, beautiful people. I'm here at EGX Resd, and what I've been doing is talking to developers and educators today. So I've been talking to the developers of games and people, representatives from university, to get them to tell me the best way to get into games. So have a look at what they've said, and hopefully it'll be helpful to you.
So I got into working games. I started as an intern working at Introversion during my third year. After that, after I graduated, I sort of took a year doing my own sort of small projects and my own games. After that, because Introversion knew me, they sort of sent me an email. They knew I was doing sort of like freelance work, and just went, "Hey, we have a small job. Do you want to do it?" I went, "Yes." And then since then, I've just gotten more and more work from them, more or less.
So I got into making games based on that I used to play a lot of games when I was younger. So things like Nintendo 64, I used to love Zelda Ocarina of Time. And alongside that, I used to be really into art and just creating paintings or drawings. Originally, I went to university to do fine art, but I quickly realised that that just wasn't for me, and I was just a little bit more techie. So basically, I got into making games just by looking at courses and realising that having an art background and combining that with a technical background, you could make some really cool stuff for games.
I got into it when I was in stuff like high school, then just followed it on from college to uni to then pretty much since then. Making like a small prototype game because a friend said, I want to do this, this and this. I built a small prototype, then he then's doing that from there, but then that project kind of got shelved. But I moved on to other projects, stuff like Stanley's Adventures Through Space, to my current one, Elements AR.
I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and then I just knew I was okay at art, and I thought, what can I do to make money out of this? And there were a lot of courses that were doing games, but we decided, we both went onto the Dinnington course for games design and animation, and I just really enjoyed it, and now we've got a game. Here we are.
I have very boring college speeches, so I've started painting things on my speeches in college, and I've sent paintings to many developers, and one of them picked me up, and how I'm here.
Make your own games, have your own projects. Doesn't matter what the size there are, but like show your particular focus. So if you're an audio, find a small team, work together, make something that shows how your process works. Like it would probably be to sort of work on your own projects, like build a portfolio of work that you could conceivably just take to a person and say, "Hey, this is the thing that I have made," and just have something that shows that you have experience working in games, whether it's your own games or it's like a small Unity project, or if it's like, here is a mod for like something that's out there like Star Oasis or whatever. Anything that has, like, there are a few games that have mod tools nowadays, but they're still out there, and a lot of them you'd be able to show regardless of what discipline you're actually looking to work in.
Try really hard.
The best thing I could say to get into making games is not always to play them, because what I found is we played a lot of games and you almost feel like it's going to be unreachable, like you'll never be able to make that level of game. The best thing you can do is start from scratch, start from the bottom.
Your work will look like crap all the time, but that pushes you to get a lot better.
Yeah, and what we found really useful was just looking online at tutorials, following step-by-step guides, going wrong, learning from your mistakes.
Feedback, constant feedback from people on forums like this Facebook group called 10,000 Hours, and always posting your work, because any critique is a good critique because you're getting feedback all the time.
And also I'd say get your portfolio out there at an early stage, because you never know who you're going to meet. So we come to events like EGX or Resd all the time. We have for the last 4 or 5 years, and each time we've come, we've had a portfolio online. Give them business cards out, or
network,
exchange emails with people, let them look at your portfolio, and they can give you feedback, or they can even offer you a job, or say, yeah, this is good, this is bad. Just don't be ashamed to show what you've got, even if you think it's not that good yet, because everyone always gets better. Like, we never thought we'd be here with a game, did we? And
couldn't even 3D about 4 years ago.
Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah.
So
you will get there.
Think about what you want to make, then do research on to see if it's been done before. If it's not, find out why. Then if it has been done but not in such a scale, then try to build it just using small prototype text, stuff like Unity, Unreal, depending on what your programming level is. But then just build upon what you know and what you've done before.
The most important thing to get somewhere, you need to make things. Don't only think about them, but making things. You need still improve yourself and make new things over and over again and trying new things to have more ideas and be better artists in my situation, for example.
Okay, so that's what the developers I spoke to said. But I also spoke to some educators, none of whom were brave enough to appear on camera, so I'm just going to kind of paraphrase what they told me. So I did speak to the University of Huddersfield and Teesside University as well. Both are quite well known for their gaming courses in the UK. They asked for pretty much one thing in particular, which was grafters. They didn't mention portfolios, they didn't mention what education they'd done before. They wanted people. The thing they were looking for to set people apart was that they were willing to work hard. Not that they completed assignments, that they had made things in their own time and they were proud of them. So that is something you need to throw in there as well. Right, so I hope all that information has been useful to you. Thanks for watching. Any comments or questions, leave them below. And I'll see you in the next one. Laters.